Welcome back, everybody. Now comes the part of the show that I really, really look forward to. No, wait, my bad. It's time for Trtan Back time.
Feel like we're Trtan Back time.
Yeah, I'm beginning to suspect you're not like overly fond of this. Anyway, forward into the past. December 2nd, 1969. Major Anthony Nelson and Jeannie get married on the TV show I Dream of Jeannie. One problem with this: NASA wants photos of the wedding, but genies don't photograph.
Oh,
like vampires.
I do like this after all. Okay.
Here's a big one. In 1992, John Hagen files for divorce from Roxanne Pulitzer. Their October 16th wedding caused his mother to cut him off from a $200 million fortune, which breaks down to about $4,250,000 a day.
What?
Yup.
Oh.
Happy birthday
Steak.
in 1906 to Peter Karl Goldmark. He's a Hungarian-born American engineer who invented the 33 1/3 LP record in 1948. He also invented the first commercial color television set in 1940.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. December 3rd, 1775, during the first year of the Revolutionary War, a flag was needed to represent the Congress and fledgling nation. The Grand Union flag, also known as the Continental Colors, the Congress flag, the Cambridge flag, and the First Navy ensign. It was replaced in 1777 by the flag of 13 stars and stripes. So that was our first flag right there. Happy birthday in 1948 to Ozzy Osbourne, John Osbourne. He's the bat-biting member of Black Sabbath. And in a strange twist of fate, 1927, happy birthday to Andy Williams.
Oh.
Two Emmy award-winning singers. Yeah, award-winning TV host as well. You remember him from Moon River, Days of Wine and Roses, The Andy Williams Show, many more. December 4th, 1971, the Montreux Casino in Switzerland burns to the ground while Frank Zappa is performing. Here's an odd little twist. The group Deep Purple, who witnessed the fire, immortalized the event in their next album. Think Smoke on the Water.
I had no idea. Really?
Way back in 963, Pope John XII, and we've had like to the 23rd or something like that. So Pope John XII is temporarily deposed by the Roman Council for his wrongdoings. He is reputed to have gambled, run a brothel, and toasted the devil with wine. Yeah, happy birthday in 1937 to Max Baer Jr., American actor on the Beverly Hillbillies. He portrayed Jethro and his twin sister Jethrine. This is also Jethro and Jethrine's birthday on the show, but no year of birth was ever given to those characters. December 5th, 1952, Great Killer Smog of London. A temperature inversion combined with windless conditions trapped a layer of airborne pollutants to form a thick layer of smog over the city that lasted 5 days. It is estimated that about 12,000 people died.
Wow, really?
And 100,000 were made ill by the smog's effect on the lungs. Most of the smog particles were from coal-burning fireplaces due to the cold weather temps. It is the worst air pollution event in the history of the UK and led to the Clean Air Act of 1956.
12,000 people died?
12,000. Happy birthday in 1901, there he is, Walter Elias Disney. He won 51 Oscars. He was a cartoonist, not just like the producer kind of guy, and he also created Mickey Mouse in 1928. Happy birthday in 1939 to George Armstrong Custer, Union General, most remembered for his death at the Battle of Little Bighorn, Custer's last stand. His entire regiment was killed, including, and this is something I didn't know, 2 of his brothers, Thomas, who was a double Medal of Honor recipient, and youngest brother, Boston. He graduated in the 1861 class at West Point. Last he graduated.
But he
December 6th.
graduated nonetheless.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Okay.
1964, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer premieres on NBC. The story is based on the Johnny Marks song, which is based on a poem of the same name by Marx's brother-in-law, Marx also wrote Rockin' Round the Christmas Tree and Holly Jolly Christmas. Now, this special has aired every year since then, making it the longest continuously running Christmas TV special in history. Happy birthday in 1898 to Alfred Eisenstadt, German-born American photographer, famous for this picture, sailor kissing a nurse in Times Square on VJ Day, that appeared on the cover of Time magazine. In 1955, happy birthday to Stephen Wright, deadpan comedian. His quote, one I love, "I intend to live forever. So far, so good."
Love that guy. Saw him once.
Yeah, he is funny. And finally this, do you know why Donald Duck cartoons were banned in Finland?
No.
Because Donald didn't wear pants. That's it.
Party foul in Finland. Sorry.
That
Donald.
wraps it up for another exciting edition of Trtan Back Time.
If I could turn